Hello, this is Matching On with Sean. Um, just back from Cyprus, so that's why I haven't been doing any videos the last week. Was away with Cyprus with the girlfriend. Had a lovely time, lovely weather, got a lovely tan. Um, Watched a bit of the sadly I missed the match of the aviva. Which I was absolutely gutted about. I was nearly saying to my girlfriend, "Can I? Was there any chance I can come back, go to see the match, and then come back?" And she swiftly told me to fuck off. So that didn't go down very well. Um, but yeah, I watched a bit of it. Got the I got most of the match. And from what I've seen, the atmosphere was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Bit envious, but it is what it is. Very proud of a lot of the Irish people that were there, the atmosphere and the hospitality that seemed to have gone on. I know Matty got over, and Adam, aka Lofty, got over as well for the match. Met a few of the lads and whatever, seen the match. Sad I wasn't there. But my thoughts on the match, from what I've seen, Stack was best player on both sides of the pitch. Absolutely fantastic. Played some good football. Box to box. Covered a lot of ground, which I think would be very helpful for the season. I'm not sure how I feel on the Harrison getting booed. Yeah, boom, when he's doing his warm up and all that stuff. Okay, I can get that, but I don't really agree with boom a Leeds player while he's at Leeds. It doesn't sit right with me. It's not helpful. It's not making it any easier. It's not making it any harder or easier. It's just being daft, if you ask me. I know he did what he did. If you were offered a better job with more money, more security at the time, but could come back when they were in a better position, you have to do what you got to do for your livelihood and your kids and your family. And that was his mum shouldn't have done what she done, but everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, absolutely everybody makes mistakes. And it does look like Harrison's going to be staying, from what Farkas said in the interview. After the match, he says that Harrison's got to win over the fans and he's got to win over the fans and win over the Leeds crowd, and which to me seems like he could be staying, even as a left wing back option, if desperate, if need be. But we'll see. Now, I think the midfield of Stack, Ampadu and Tanaka, best midfield I think in the Premier League. Best midfield of any team in the Premier League. Really is. It's nice, it's solid. They work for each other. And I think as a collective, the Leeds midfield and as a whole look quite good. Got plenty of options, got plenty of things they can switch and swap and chop and change and all that stuff. So very good, I think, and I think Ampadu looks a lot better as train midfield. I've said in the past I don't think he's gonna make that leap up to the Premier League. But I think as three in midfield, it could work. It seems to be working very well. Same goes for Tanaka. I think I've always said he'd like to step up to the Premier League. He's too technically gifted not to. Yes, I think there'll be the odd game where he's going to get nullified. He'll get overrun the odd time. That can happen to any player. But if you're technically good enough, it'll get you most of the way. And I think that's the way we need to kind of look at it at the moment. Because he's not going to get perfection at the level we're looking at. We're going to have the odd game where we're going to struggle. And whereas I think Stack is the core of that. I think he keeps that nicely knitted together, and I think we'll kind of build a team around him soon enough. Kind of in the next year or so, you can nearly build a team around Stack. That's how good Stack is. So a couple of worries I have is you need fullbacks. Big style. There's talks of Justin from Leicester coming in, which I wouldn't be overly critical of. I still think he could have went for Ward-Prowse. We kind of lost that battle. I think it would have been perfect. I do think it'll be two full-backs, two left-backs, two right-backs, and then Sam Byron will be the third one for both sides. For both sides of full-back. Strikers, we need someone who's gonna score goals. That Leeds AC Milan match was begging for someone to score. There was a couple of times that the ball was whipped in and it was a great cross and just needed to be needed that clinicalness. But I think Perot will come good in the Premier League once we get going. The Premier League, I think Peru will score goals. I've said that. 15 goals this season, I think Peru will score. But I do think we need a bit of cover. And I do think that's where I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin will come in. It's a free option. I think if you can't get it done, I'm not sure you'll want it. But I think if you can get a pay-to-play deal, perfect. It'll give him... and I think Frank's got a great record of keeping players fit. He's done a great job at that, of keeping players fit. Like the likes of Sam Byron and Solomon have had trouble down the years. Yeah, I think if you can keep him fit and get him fit, he could really push to be a starter for the club. And then there's Oka from AC Milan, who we're looking at as well. I think could be a good option as well. Can play out wide as well. Oakfar, should I say? Can play out wide. He can play through the middle as a number 10 if possible, and he can play up front as well. So I'll be looking at someone like him. Kalushi from Leicester. I think he'll be another option. I didn't really go for both. And either I'd go for Oakfar if possible. And then Solomon's another one I'll be looking at as well. Who Leicester don't seem to want. So I think that might be done towards the end of the transfer window, and that might. If we can get Oakfar and Solomon in, it opens it up to let the Harrison go, I think. But that's my thoughts on it anyway. Now I'm going to give you a couple of season predictions and my reasons why. I think Perot, I think player of the season, I think it'll be Perot. He'll score goals. He'll get assists. I think he'll get the odd few assists. And I think he'll be very pivotal for the team. Young player of the year. A lot of young players have been sold out, but I think Harry Gravy's sticking around, so is the only one I could think of. Who might still get game time. You might get an odd few games off the bench, a couple of minutes here and there. Might get himself a goal. I do think he might score a goal this season though. Signing of the season, I think Anton Stack. He's going to be an absolute world beater. Absolute world beater. Very good in the ball, very good in box to box, good at set pieces. I love to try to get a set piece taker in. Because for me it's a bit weird. One of our tallest players, Anton Stack, is taking free kicks and corners. You need him in the box. I prefer him in the box to get his head on stuff. But we'll see how that goes. Tanaka, I think, will be the surprise of the season. He's going to surprise a lot of people. I think people aren't really. They're saying he's going to be too slight and too this and too that. I think he's going to absolutely smash the league next season. Going to absolutely smash it. Let down the season. I think I'm still not convinced on Goodmanson. Yes, he's like Firpo. Might be a bit like Firpo. Likes to get, except Firpo was just mad. He'd go wandering. But I think he likes to get. He's very good at going forward, but defensively he still hasn't convinced me. I'm still not convinced on him. And that's my opinion on it. Could be right, could be wrong, but that's my opinion anyway. Top scorer, I think, is only Perot. Which I've given reasons already. I think Fark could be given about 10, 12 games, I think, and see how that goes, because there's a couple of winnable games there within the first 10 games anyway. And there's a lot of winnable games, and I think that'll be the gauge of where we are and where we could end up. So yeah, I'd like you to like and subscribe. Get myself to 50 hopefully before the start of the season. Which is my goal. So I'm only 5 away. So please like and subscribe, please. And there's a few channels that I want you to have a look at down below. Matty, Imagine Not Being Leeds. The Leeds Bros, fellow Irishmen. Danny Rumsey at Danny Talk Sports. And that's full time to talk. Which Matty hosts, which is all about mental health and linking mental health to football and how people have been affected by their mental health, which is bad need to be talked about. Very close to my heart. So there's a lot of things that I find very relatable in it. So please give that a look and subscribe. And that's everything. And I'll be back probably tomorrow after the presser at some stage to do a presser reaction. And then on Sunday and Monday, I'm gonna do a prediction of my lineup and my feelings on into into the first game of the season. My score prediction, all that malarkey, and then I'll do a video after the match on Monday where I give my reaction to the result. Hopefully, it's going to be a win, and so you're going to be busy enough. So you'll be sick of me, but so yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and leads.